And we're being honest on this episode. Right?
Well, more honest than ever. This is Maddie and the Midget, uncut, unfiltered, uncircumcised.
She is very much what the Americans call the cum dumpster.
Maddie Daddy and the Midget Podcast. Maddie Daddy and the Midget Podcast. Maddie Daddy and the Midget Podcast. Maddie Daddy and the Midget Podcast.
I'm pregnant.
The cum dumpster.
I do not want to touch his ass.
It's right there in the sign.
Well, hold on a second, dude.
Okay.
I mean, if I were you, I wouldn't be talking about signs.
See.
Because that movie was made by Mel Gibson, who made some anti-Semitic remarks back in the day. And that ties back into today, dude.
Why is that?
Because there's a lot of people making anti-Semitic remarks right now. Like, for example,
Not to mention.
Kanye West, Kyrie Irving.
Other blacks.
Oh,
They're all black.
well,
Is that what you're saying?
Mel Gibson wasn't black, dude. But
Right.
what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of people talking down on the Jewish community right now. And I want to say, just speaking for MDATM, we love the Jews.
Love juice.
I'm pretty sure we have an episode called Happy Jew Year,
Yeah.
earlier this year where we talked about how much we love the Jews. Let's cut to a clip. So yeah, that's my point is, I mean, I can't stand behind people like Kyrie Irving because for one, he absolutely sucks.
Yeah.
But I mean, Kanye West, he makes some pretty good music, so I mean, I'm willing to give him a pass. But anyways, welcome back to Maddie Daddy and the Midget Podcast.
Easy podcast.
I am Maddie Daddy. I am the table. Simonson, and I'm here with
Jake, your tribal queef, the midget Hilsabeck.
and this is Maddie Daddy and the Midget, episode 53, podcast.
Easy podcast. Yes.
And wow,
Acknowledge me.
a lot of stuff to talk about since the last episode. I mean, these blacks are being pretty anti-Semitic.
I mean, I don't want to say that, but
Do you
if the
think
shoe fits.
wear it? Do you think they hate the
How that-
Jews because they're like they want to be the only people in America who have been slaves?
Well, hold on a second, dude.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying that's a fact or anything, but I mean, why are these strong, rich, sexy black males coming out against the Jewish population so hard right now? Would you say?
I think you might be onto something, but I don't think it's because of slavery. Perhaps I think maybe it has to do with they don't want to be the only discriminated against community.
That makes no sense though, because they're discriminating against other communities.
Right.
They don't want to be the only discriminated community, so they discriminate against others?
Yeah.
That makes not a lick of sense, my guy.
Well, if they discriminate against them, then it's another discrimination.
I think they're all pissed off. I mean, let's not get into it.
Probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
Especially not within the first 10 minutes.
I just realized thoughts within my head probably shouldn't be like spoken out loud sometimes.
I mean, that's what we do best.
I mean, I have my thoughts and prayers are with blacks, Jews, with all the discriminated against peoples.
I was hoping you'd get 5 there, but looks like you only got 2.
Native Americans, Polynesians.
Paul Alberts.
No one knows who that is.
Oh.
Fucking Ukrainians. I almost said Uranians.
Hold on a second, dude.
What's a Uranian?
I think it has to do with bombs.
Hey, speaking of Jews and blacks, let's look at this.
Yeah, here's the thing.
I was looking at my porn feed the other day. I was scrolling through your feed, your fucking feed of porn, and a video popped up and it said, little Japanese girl gets destroyed by big black cock. And I was like, I'm not going to watch this. I'm going to stop Asian hate right here, right now. But then again, Black Lives Matter, so I do feel like I should... I was torn, man. I was fucking torn. Speaking of torn, you should have seen what he did to this girl. It was so sad. Right to the ER. It was awful. Awful. Right in half. I was looking...
So shout out Andrew Santino for that clip that popped on my feed the other day.
Shout out Asians and blacks.
That was the one I was forgetting. Is the Asians. I feel like the hate against Jews has been so like crazy lately that I totally forgot about the yellows.
Hold the fucking phone.
Okay.
What if, and I'm just spitballing here,
well,
what if this whole anti-Semitic scenario was started by the Asians to stop Asian hate?
Well, Ari Shafir brought up a good point.
New special Jew out on YouTube.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're not paying us, so. But he was on Santino's podcast, Whiskey Ginger. Check it out every Fridays at 10.
Pretty sure they're not paying us.
Well, he said that he actually talked to Kanye, and they came up with a plan for Kanye to say all this just to advertise for Ari's special coming out entitled Jew.
Well, that checks out. That actually makes sense.
Bobby Kelly, he recently had a special come out on louisck.com. Give it a check out.
Yeah.
I think
a lot of promos for people that don't pay us.
I think it was titled Killbox, but he talked about on Tim Dillon's podcast, every Sundays, that they actually thought about calling it Remember AIDS.
I remember.
I know, and that would have been a great... If I see a title of a special called Remember AIDS...
Remember AIDS?
I'm fucking watching it.
Yeah, I would watch that immediately.
If I have to pay $10 for it, I'm going to find a place to stream it illegally.
I was going to say that'd probably be the cutoff for me.
Speaking of streaming things illegally, last weekend, Jake Paul boxed Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
What'd you think about it?
Did
you watch it?
No.
So your opinion doesn't matter. Here, let me
I was
tell
going
you
to pretend like I did, though. You don't have to be a dick.
Go back. Pretend like you did.
Well, from what I saw...
on a 10-second clip on Instagram. Go ahead. Go ahead.
From what I was told by somebody who watched the fight, because apparently we can't pretend anymore, it looked like Jake Paul has
significantly
improved his game over the years.
Yeah, well, he has. His last, who was the last two boxing matches? Both against Tyron Woodley?
I believe so.
He has gotten significantly better since that time. The Jake Paul that boxed Tyron Woodley last time would not have beaten Anderson Silva, and he did pretty fucking good. He knocked him down in the 8th, which basically solidified that for him. But I think he was winning
throughout.
Anderson Silva didn't. I think he waited like 2 minutes, and I'm pretty sure they're 3-minute rounds. I don't think he threw a single punch in the first 2 minutes of round 1. Really? I was watching it. I'm like,
what was he doing?
He's being Anderson Silva. He's weird.
Weirdly, that makes sense.
He'll tuck his hands behind his back and fucking like. But it's dumb.
Take your mom into a corner and just fuck her in front of you for a couple minutes.
No, he'll roll her in a web first.
Right, because he's a spider. That's true. That's a good point.
How was your Halloween, by the way?
It was good. It never fails though. Halloween is always stressful with kids.
Why?
It just because I always end up working Halloween. I get off early to take the kids trick or treating. Right? Never fails. Every time I come home to take them, just utter chaos in the house.
Well, I feel like he could have just been like, he could have just completely took out the Halloween aspect of that and just said it never fails to
Come home to chaos.
come home to chaos. Because I mean, you brought your kids over last night. Well, we were watching Marina Rodriguez and Amanda Lemos main event on UFC Apex Vegas 62.
Was it 62?
I think so.
I have no idea.
Let us know in the comments
Those
section.
numbers don't make
But
matter.
they were over here, and I mean, like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and he wasn't even here. It's just my kids.
Well, I like to think that Jesus Christ is always here with me.
Oh, among us.
Yeah, here, there, everywhere, all at once. Jizzing in our eyes,
Isn't that a
coming in our
movie?
butts.
Except for the last part. The last part's a movie too, but it's on a different website.
So you had fun on Halloween then?
Sure. We'll call it that.
What did the kids dress up as?
So they were glow-in-the-dark stickmen.
Anyways, no one cares. Do you hear about this guy named Mattress Mac?
No.
So the World Series is going on right now. Here, do a quick Google
over.
check. It is?
Yeah.
That's what I was going to Google check. So the Astros won then.
Last night, yes.
Did you hear about this old fuck named Mattress Mac?
No.
So apparently he's a big mattress guy
Okay.
in Texas.
Does he sell them or does he sleep on
I
them?
think he has like a bunch of mattress businesses.
Stores, you could say.
And everyone calls him Mattress Mac. He's got a face with fake teeth that I would love to fucking punch.
One of those.
Something about, well, here he is right here. Let's look at him.
Oh, wow.
I mean, look at this guy. Have you ever wanted to shove someone down the stairs more?
My pregnant wife.
All right.
For
Anyways, his name's Mattress Mac. And apparently he's a big deal in Texas, Sells mattresses.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure I heard about this fuck for the first time like a year ago.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. So he placed $10 million on the Astros to win the World Series.
He was the one that helped him cheat.
Well,
Oh. Am I getting ahead of you?
hold on a
What?
second there, dude.
Oh. Okay.
I'm pretty sure he placed this bet like before the season even started. I could be wrong. But he placed a $10 million bet, and also fuck you if you place a $10 million bet on for someone to win the championship. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And also, if you're like fucking 85 years old and you sell mattresses and you got a bunch of fake teeth, I'd like to kick your wheelchair down a fucking 6-story fucking set of fucking stairs.
Yeah.
No, I mean, just look at his face, though. So he made a $10 million bet to win $75 million.
Yeah.
If you're saying the Astros won the World Series, this motherfucker just won $75 million.
Well, it says Mattress Mac just took home the largest payout in sports betting history.
Oh, okay.
So,
I didn't read that part.
clearly, we don't
Yeah.
read things beforehand.
Well, I just knew he was set to win $75 million if the Astros won. So all I saw was $75 million. Look at
Sure,
his
sure.
gay shirt, though. I mean, it's clear that someone on this podcast should not have taken his shirt's advice.
Yeah.
They should have not let it ride. They should have cashed the fuck out.
Okay.
How much do you want to push this guy down a fucking flight of stairs, though? I
Right.
mean, I can't be the only one. Like, I want to fucking pecker punch this guy in the fucking dentures until my dick gets blue in the face. I can't be the only one.
Seems like a great guy, honestly.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Look at this fucking guy.
No, I see him.
He's like, I just took 6 Viagra. I'm pretty sure I accidentally ate some of my son's Oxycontin. I don't know. I see pills. I take them. I make $10 million bets. I sell mattresses. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. He is pretty cool. Now that I put it like that, yeah, he seems like a decent guy.
He's just a good dude getting fucking his dick hard with Oxycontin.
Let's go back to Logan Paul.
Okay. I don't think we've been there yet, but
Well, Jake Paul, we're done with that. He beat Anderson Silva. Dude can actually box.
turns out, yeah.
He looked good. I mean, he after that he calls out Nate Diaz, Canelo Alvarez. I think he would probably beat Nate Diaz.
I think he would pretty handedly.
Michael
honestly.
Bisping said that too, and then Nate Diaz sent out a tweet,
Saying fuck Michael Bisping or what?
saying fucking tweet Stockton slap your ass. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
But Canelo, he would get his ass fed to him
Probably.
through a fucking
Tube? Silly straw.
yeah, one of those curly fries straws.
Okay.
But his brother Logan Paul, so fucking Jake Paul, he beat Anderson Silva last weekend. Then this weekend, his brother, his bigger, older, gayer brother Logan Paul, he was fucking fighting the tribal chief Roman Reigns.
The head of the table.
Yeah. And so that happened last night in Saudi Arabia. We both watched. What'd you think? Give us your thoughts on the main event and just the whole card in general.
The main event, it went for, I think it was 24 minutes, 50 seconds.
It's weird that you would be so specific with that, but go ahead.
Literally popped up on my Facebook today.
All right. Say less.
Personally, I hadn't seen a Logan Paul match prior to this, and I was going into it thinking that it would be, how do I put this? It would be very obvious and not entertaining, because I figured he would be like...
That's what you thought?
I thought he would be over the top or not enough, one of the two.
Oh, man. He looked... So his first match was WrestleMania this year.
Right.
It was him and The Miz versus the Mysterios. And then The Miz betrayed him at WrestleMania. So then his second match was against The Miz at SummerSlam.
Sure.
He looked incredible in both those matches.
See, I didn't see those, so I didn't know what to think.
Yeah.
I was really worried this was going to be kind of a cringy match.
They wouldn't have done it if they didn't think Logan Paul wasn't like
Up to it.
the table, as he calls himself.
He is the table.
Yeah. And as Shawn Michaels told him on the Impulsive podcast, which I hate to give a shout out to, but there you go.
It's already there.
I mean, I hate to give that fucking podcast any more fans off of our fucking back. But Shawn Michaels told him when he was on, he's like, I don't know if you're aware, but in this industry, it's not good to be the table.
The table breaks.
Because, Roman Reigns said, I'm the head of the table. And then Logan Paul said, I am the table. And that's why that was my nickname. But go ahead.
Yeah, no, I get it. I thought he looked incredible. I thought the main event was actually very entertaining. A lot of high velocity, high flying moves from Logan Paul, which were greatly entertaining. It looked pretty good.
Well, speaking of high velocity moves from Logan Paul, let's look at this.
Now Roman's going to punish him. Paul, though, lands on his feet. What a leapfrog by Paul. Nice hip toss by Logan, and the champion is in trouble.
That one right there. I thought that was dope.
And what a clothesline. And Reigns with a takedown with a bit more authority. Leaps off the top rope again. Oh, what a right hand. Logan now looking to rally a little bit. Got Reigns. What a move.
That was dope, too.
Blockbuster. I mean, that's what he's all about.
And that was actually a bad hip toss that Logan threw. But, I mean, it's his third match. So, go ahead.
He made it look good, though.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Not the hip toss. I mean the gut wrench.
Right. If I had to give him criticism, the one thing would be his hip toss. I mean, he fucking kind of made Roman land on his side
sideways,
there.
yeah.
But one thing I was very impressed by, when he took his friend's phone and he had Roman laid on the Saudi announce table.
Arabic,
one of those sand people.
Whoa.
And then he fucking had his friend's phone and he's like, Roman, you're about to go viral. And then he jumped from the top turnbuckle to the table and held onto the phone the whole time.
That was pretty impressive.
Just the fact that he was able to hold on to the phone.
Right.
That was pretty. I mean, I'm not trying to suck Logan Paul's dick.
I will.
Or am I? But, I mean, I thought that was pretty impressive that he held on to. I mean, let's wrap this up so we don't spend more than fucking 15 minutes talking about the Paul brothers.
Okay, but can I just...
Yes, hurry, please.
Can I just say, when he took the phone and started recording on the top turnbuckle before he jumped, I legitimately was just waiting for him to throw the phone back before he jumped. I did not think he was actually going to go through with filming through the
There
jump.
is a video of that somewhere, too. It might have been in this fucking clip. So, I mean, let's keep talking, and maybe by the time we're done...
Right.
It'll be to that part. I might have stopped it prematurely,
That's what she
which
said.
is also what
I deal with on a daily basis.
Your mom said.
Yeah.
2 weekends ago when I was over at the house.
How about his standing moonsault?
Oh, I mean, a lot of other
there.
good things happening at the Crown Jewel.
Took a rock bottom.
Right here.
There it is.
He's still held on phone. Decent frog splash. I'm tired of talking about this queer. Let's talk about something else. Kyrie Irving.
We already did that.
So actually, let's go to this Logan Paul thing.
Let's talk about him a little bit more.
Right here, he says torn meniscus, MCL, and potentially ACL. I say, cry about it, baby.
That's not what you say.
That's what I say.
That's not what you told me earlier.
What did I say earlier?
Earlier, you said you saw this before you watched the match, and you were trying to find where it happened, and you couldn't.
I mean, that's true, but I also say, cry about it, baby.
Was tear my ACL, MCL, and potentially my meniscus.
That's nothing. That's nothing. That's
Yeah,
like
we'll
a
be fine. Week max.
maybe 8 days.
So have you heard about this guy named Mattress Mac?
We're doing this again?
Let's go back to Crown Jewel. What else? What are your thoughts on everything else?
I thought the women's title match was actually pretty good for once.
Yeah, you told me not to skip that. You're like, look, I know you normally hate women, and you don't like to watch their matches. That being said, you told me that. I did skip the match because you came over and you're like, man, I want to talk to you about Crown Jewel, but I hadn't watched it yet. So I figured like something cool was going to happen, and Bray Wyatt was returning and shit. So I planned to go back and watch that match, but I did catch the ending. It was late.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to get to the ending.
Sure.
Right. Yeah. So you thought that was good?
Yeah, they had a golf cart.
Anything else? I didn't see that. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Thanks. What else?
The men's tag team title match. That was a banger.
The Usos versus the Brawling Brutes.
There was multiple times throughout that match, I thought the Usos were going to lose.
Yeah. But,
I was
they're down since
genuinely
day one-ish. and I honestly don't see the Usos losing
I don't have
unless
Oh,
unless they're not feeling very Usy.
ooh, that could do it.
If they're not feeling very Usy, then I'm genuinely concerned. But if they're feeling Usy, I don't see them losing. And speaking of Usy, let's look at this.
Look, Jay's been going through a lot. He's gone through a lot. He's just not himself right now. That's it, okay? He's just not. Lately, he just hasn't been very Usy.
See, I stopped watching wrestling. You know, I was a huge wrestling fan when I was younger. You know, everyone knows I'm a big Stone Cold Steve Austin fan, and just fan of the Attitude Era in general.
Speaking of which, we'll get to it whenever you're ready. But I got some updates on where I'm at in the old WWF.
All right. Well, I stopped watching wrestling for a while because I was in my, drinking and smoking and doing drugs phase for a good 10 years.
As we all are.
And then it was actually a promo I saw for SmackDown, showing the Wyatt family that I saw. And I'm like, what? Hillbilly cult group on WWE?
That's right up your asshole, dude.
So I started watching it again. And by that time, Roman Reigns was there. And he was a part of a group called The Shield with Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose.
Mm-hmm.
So they were big
Wade
then.
Barrett?
And no.
Wasn't he fighting them at one point? Like they had a big fucking problem with each other, I think. Didn't they?
I mean, maybe, but
he was a big part of it.
Let's move on. I don't think so.
Pretty sure.
So, anyways, I hated Roman Reigns back then because I was dating a girl who's just fucking every girl thinks Roman Reigns is, oh my god, he's so hot. Oh my god, his fucking tribal chief fucking shoulder sleeve. Oh my god. And honestly, what pissed me off the most is I couldn't disagree with him. But I hated him as a character. Fucking 10 years later, because that was around 2013. I love the guy now. And he's really come into his own. I wish he would come into... he's been looking really good.
Yeah.
I mean, really good.
So, are you okay?
I mean, he's been looking really good.
So you acknowledge him, you say?
I acknowledge him now as my tribal queef,
Of course.
and forevermore.
Forevermore.
Yeah, it was a great idea to fucking pair him with Paul Heyman and his actual cousins, the Usos. But, I mean, we're not fucking spending this whole podcast talking about wrestling. I mean, who gives a fuck about a bunch of dudes wrestling in their underwear, making me all horny? No, I'm just kidding. So let's get out the wrestling things out of the way. You said you want to talk about where you fucking caught up on the spectrum. So just do that, and then we got some other shit to talk about that isn't wrestling.
Spectrum?
Well, yes.
Because you have to be autistic to like wrestling. You said that out me.
Well, hold on a second, dude.
No,
do you know how many retards love wrestling? Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Most. So I'm currently. I don't know if you know this.
I'll shout out a couple right now. My buddy, Grink.
I don't think you can do that.
And my buddy, Larry.
That was better.
Go ahead.
So I'm currently at the point where Deborah has returned to...
And my buddy, Steve.
Managing. And is currently managing The Rock. Leading up to WrestleMania 17.
Who?
Deborah.
but she's with Stone Cold.
That's the bit, dude.
To WrestleMania 17. So you haven't even got to the Alliance shit yet?
But currently Paul Heyman is commentating, dude.
Yeah, you're right around the March 2021 area.
Nope.
I get where you're at.
That's 20 years ahead of where I'm at.
2001, I mean.
2001, yeah.
2001.
There you go.
Yeah.
That was better. You're correct.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's a lot of other things going on in sports. Do you want to talk about the Rams Buccaneers game tonight?
Not even a little bit.
You want to tell the people a little bit about what happened?
No.
All right, I'll tell them. So you had how many legs in this parlay was it?
8.
8-leg parlay, and then you had the Raptors beating the Bulls tonight, which they did.
Correct.
But you also had the Rams beating the Bucks. Tom Brady, great guy, never met him. You had the Rams beating the Bucks, and the Rams should have won that. You know, they were up 13-6. I mean, Aaron Donald and
had a goal line stand with 2 minutes left.
Aaron Donald and the Rams defense was really giving it up to Brady, and for somehow they made it down the field in like 35 seconds to score a touchdown.
Within 1 minute and 57 seconds, they stopped the Rams' drive, got the ball back, and scored.
You can't stop my Ram drive.
Well, that depends on.
That's computer talk.
Oh my God, you're right.
Anyways,
Gigabyte.
Yeah, Joe Cook was here.
Gigabyte my
and
dick.
We stopped to look each other in the eyes for 35 seconds for some reason. Next thing you know, it's like the Buccaneers had made it fucking to the red zone of the Rams. And I cashed out before then. So, I cashed out for $133. And you asked me earlier, like, oh, do I cash out? I'm like, I'm feeling pretty good about the Rams, but I don't know about the Raptors. And I told you should cash out. Turns out I was wrong because the Rams lost and the Raptors won. But you didn't cash out. Unlike last night when I told you to cash out, and that was actually a good cash out when Amanda Lemos beat Marina Rodriguez.
That's correct, dude. But then you also have times where you tell me to bet your $10 on the Bulls.
Well, that was a joke.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, anyways, yeah, fucking Bucks won. Crazy, Tom
Brady
is
does
what
Tom
it
Brady
is.
things. I should have known.
I mean, the dude's 44 years old. When is he just gonna fuck off?
Hopefully soon, honestly, because he's driving me nuts.
Yeah. So there was that.
Is that all you got?
Well, there's a lot. I'm just trying to think of all the craziness that's going on in the NFL season. So the Bucks and the Rams, those are back-to-back Super Bowl champions.
Correct.
Rams last year, Bucks before that. The Bucks are 4-5 now. The Rams are 4-5 now. I think they're both 4-5. Yeah. So they suck. I mean, the Eagles are still undefeated. 8-0. Who else? The Bills lost to the Jets today. I mean, the Packers fucking suck. The Vikings were 7-1.
The Bills and the Packers are the only two reasons why my other parlay didn't hit.
Yeah.
Because I thought for sure the Packers would be able to handle the fucking Lions.
Oh, no. I do not bet on the Packers anymore.
I couldn't bet on the Lions, that's for sure.
Yeah, and next week, it's the Vikings and the Bills.
God.
So, that'll be a good game.
You might have to pick the Vikings.
It's crazy, but also the NBA season, we're 10 games in for most teams. It's been just as crazy. Fucking the Warriors are 3-6.
Yeah. Which is wild.
Celtics 6-3. Shout out number 3 in the East.
Shout out Israel.
The Cavs are 7-1. Bucks are 8-0. That's not unexpected, but a lot of people thought the Suns were going to fall off. They're 6-2. I think they're tied for number 1 with the Trailblazers, who were 6-2. That's weird. The Utah Jazz are like 6-3. I mean, the weird world of sports. Speaking of sports,
Weird, wild stuff.
UFC 281 coming up this weekend. Israel Adesanya. Let me just finish this thought, fuckface. Versus Alex Pereira. And it's not a rematch in MMA, but Alex Pereira has beat him twice in kickboxing.
Right.
Not to mention Wally Zhang versus Carla Esparza for the women's whatever the fuck title. I just can't think of it right now.
Another way
and then the people's main event, Dustin Poirier versus Michael Chandler, which is guaranteed to be a fucking banger. Now, what were you going to say?
What I was going to say is before we move on to future MMA, I'd like to bring up a story, an ongoing investigation, you could say, into a previous MMA fight. Have you heard about this?
Oh, tell me more.
So the last UFC Apex fight night, Derek Minner.
Minor.
There's 2 N's, so I figured it was Minner.
Oh. Settle down with your 2 N's theory.
Unprecedented.
Francis Ngannou. He's got 2 N's.
But when I interrupt you, it's a problem.
Well.
Yeah. It's not normal for it's honestly insane for a fighter to move 100 point, or I don't know if you would call it points, but difference in odds right before a fight. It's not normal to just jump 100.
Yeah.
But right before Derek Minner's fight, he went from a plus...
When did he fight? This last weekend?
It was this last weekend.
Okay.
He went from a plus 200 to a plus 300 minutes before the fight, and then proceeded to get injured immediately in the fight. So there's legitimately an investigation going on right now, trying to figure out...
I did not hear about this.
Because, as you know, Dana White and the UFC just came out with a fucking thing saying that fighters and personnel cannot bet on the fights.
Yeah.
But that sure sounds to me like somebody had an inside information on Derek Minner's injury.
Sounds like one of the guy... So Derek Minner won, right? He lost?
He lost
so
because
it sounds
he got
like
injured.
One of his coaches was in the room with him. Derek Minner started having the shits really bad.
Sure.
And they fucking told an outside source, I'm not saying it was TMZ.
Okay.
That, hey, this guy's having the shits. He's worried he's going to fucking shit his shorts in the octagon.
Sure.
And that leaked out to a couple gambling websites. I'm not saying FanDuel. You said that.
Not too far off from the leak he was having in his pants.
Oh, well. Hold on a second there, dude. That is weird. Yeah, I didn't hear about that. That was crazy. That was crazy. Yeah. But, I mean, if we're going to talk about UFC Vegas 62, I wasn't going to bring this up. But since you did, I mean, was I not fucking spot on with shit last night? And I don't mean with my bets because I totally fucked those up. But picking Neil Magny and Amanda Lemos, I mean, was I fucking spot on with that shit or what?
You have a lot of H's in that sentence. But, yeah.
Spot on.
Yeah.
A lot like Derek Minner's fucking shorts.
Spot on there.
There was a spot on him.
Yeah. I don't think that was his injury, but I get what you're saying.
I said his shorts.
Oh, his shots.
Well, not the shots.
The shots.
Well, he had the shots on the shorts.
He shot his shots.
Well, on his khakis. Before he got to the fucking arena, he shats on his khakis.
Did he step at the back?
Well, he stepped at the bar for a little bit to take out the garbage, but after that, he got there, he started eating some nuts, and he took a shats on his khakis.
Mac is smart.
So he had to wipe his khakis off in the bar fucking restroom. Fucking what's that fucking shing called?
Sink?
The shink. Yeah, so there's a lot of other things going on.
Yeah.
Kyrie hates Jews. Let's look at this.
Found this button on our new car. Well, hello there.
What the fuck?
Just hit the fucking button already.
Found this button.
How'd they get that video of me?
Well, you think no one knows your spot, but I have people parked in the car park just waiting on you to get to your spot with your khakis. When you got the stain of your khakis, I'm like, it's an obvious sign that he's gonna take his khakis to the Chevy Chevelle.
Now you telling me that you wearing a cap pack?
Well, you know Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
He faced Gunter.
Would have been way funnier if you just completely ignored the fact that you said that and moved on with something else.
So, anyways, here's a tweet. You want to read that for the fan group?
My boyfriend hasn't posted on Instagram since a pic of a cheeseburger since 2016. And he said if I want to make it on the grid, I have to make him feel the way that cheeseburger did. That must have been a pretty impressive cheeseburger.
Well,
I bet it was Sonic.
That reminded me of you when I go to your Instagram profile. And it's like the last pic is like you face swapping with a Barbie.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking nice.
I don't post things.
Yeah. So you know Rey Mysterio?
No.
You know, every time someone's gonna well, let's look at this.
I was waiting for the DDT or the Hurricane Rana. I'm not gonna lie.
Or the fucking setup to the 619.
Yeah.
How accurate is that, though?
That's spot on.
Rey Mysterio trying to avoid a powerbomb.
That motherfucker break dances on everybody.
Fuck, Google how old Rey Mysterio is. He's got to be like 47, and he's still like more athletic than everyone fucking else.
Yeah.
You know Luke Cornett?
No.
Well, he plays for the Celtics. He's a white guy. He plays center. And this is how he guards three-point shots.
There goes Mitchell, kicks it to the corner. Kuro, he can't hit the three. The tip doesn't go. Loose ball, Mobley. The thrower says, I'll try again. That's not going to do much. And it goes over in the extension.
Just go straight up from the key, huh?
Well, it works out. It's pretty effective. What people say is that he's so tall he jumps up and he blocks the shooter's vision of the hoop, which I disagree with because normally the shot's off before then. But I mean, I call it lazy defense. And, people are celebrating this. I'm like, hey, this is my fucking team.
Yeah.
How about you guard the guy? I'm
guard
fucking
that
ashamed.
garbage.
Fucking guard that guy.
It's muff garbage.
Well, it shuts my fucking cabbage to begin with, so at least got the guy.
See, maybe the shooter is just like sees him jumping and goes, "What the fuck is this guy doing?" Completely forgets about shooting.
That's got to be what it is.
It might be what it is.
Because the theory of him blocking the shot of the rim, I mean, that's fucking muff cabbage.
That's muff cabbage.
So you know Jeremiah Watkins and Jeske Johnson?
I've heard of them.
They've collabed a few times together, and I don't know if you've seen this one, but it's talking a little bit about the fucking Kanye anti-Semitism.
Jews.
Let's look at this.
Yeah.
We stand with the Jews.
But don't you want to run with the Jews?
Kanye's out, and Hillary is in.
New from Adidas. The Hillary-Yees.
Shoes that will literally never stop running, just like Hillary.
Oh, Bill. He's not wrong, though.
Because here at Adidas, we love Jewish money.
Jewish people, Bill. The card says Jewish people.
I know the card says.
The Hillary-Yees, only $299.99. Plus a vote for the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
Jewish.
Jews. You know, honestly, I'm sick of all the Jewish hate.
Okay.
I stand with my Jewish brothers. And you know what? In this dark time, I really feel like we need someone who's going to stand up against the evil.
Who would do that though?
Well, Batman.
Batman.
AKA Grant Williams for the Boston Celtics.
He's not Batman.
Let's look at these tits.
Best part about this team is that we take care of each other. Defensively, that's all we can accomplish.
Yo, what the fuck are you doing?
That was Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
Yo, what the fuck are you doing?
Obviously, he's protecting the city.
Now, speaking of NBA.
Yeah.
Return it, but read that stat. Yeah.
Curry's team, 3-4. LeBron's team.
And I mean, this was 5 days ago or so. So
Sure.
this does not reflect where these teams are now. Right now.
At the time. Right now? At the time. Curry's team, 3-4. LeBron's team, 0-5. KD's team, 1-5. Kawhi's team, 2-4. Harden's team, 3-4.
How about those tits?
Best hits in NBA.
And let me say it again because the audio kind of cut in and there was Doris Burke and Mike Breen there. But how about those tits?
Yeah.
You like Fred Flintstone?
Sometimes. Depends on if I took my vitamins yet or not.
Let's see if you like these vitamins.
Okay. I mean, all.
Hey, yo, it's fucking Fred Flintstone. Yabba gabba goo.
Sorry, I knew that was coming in. It fucking still got me a little bit.
And he's hired for the next Flintstones movie.
Yabba gabba goo.
Also, why is Wilma? Which one is it?
Velma.
I think it's Wilma.
No, that's Scooby-Doo.
That's Velma.
Yeah, it is. All
yeah.
right.
Why is Wilma a Puerto Rican woman from the Bronx?
Well, because she's a Puerto Rican woman from the Bronx.
Just because you said it differently doesn't make it different.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's why, though.
Well, not in the show, though.
Hey, you like goats?
Only if I'm fucking them.
That's an odd stance to take.
Hairless goat?
Just watch this.
All right.
Goat.
Goat?
How long did it take you to notice that there's a monkey?
Oh my god, there's a monkey. That is the cutest monkey I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I'd like to smash a cinder block on its head. Hey.
Hey.
You know there's chiropractors for dogs?
Puppy Monkey Baby. Go on.
Puppy Monkey Baby. What's that from? What is that?
It was an old Kickstart commercial during the Super Bowl. Mountain Dew Kickstart.
Right.
Puppy Monkey Baby.
I wish.
Puppy Monkey Baby.
I wish you never would have spoke that back into existence.
Puppy Monkey Baby.
Is that an ad for Doritos?
No. Puppy Monkey Baby.
Well, now I'm hungry for Doritos.
Locos Tacos.
Are you going to get me Doritos?
Puppy Monkey Baby.
Can we end this pod and I order Casey's Pizza and you pick it up for me with some Doritos?
If you order it in the next 10 minutes.
Should we order it well on the pod?
Is that good content?
Let us know in the comments section. Well, we'll continue with the pod. So keep talking about
it. Really,
let us know more about Jake Paul.
Anyway, it really felt like we were doing that old "Whose Line Is It Anyway" bit, where they have to continue to go back and forth asking questions. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Have you seen that?
No.
Okay. You
tell me though.
You really contradicted yourself there.
Tell me.
Do you know what Whose Line Is It Anyway is?
Yes.
So one of the games was.
That's why we're friends, is because we know whose line is it anyways. Drew Carey.
Yeah, Wayne Brady. One of the bits was they had to go back and forth, and the last person, they had to keep asking questions. They had talking questions. How may I help you?
Yeah, can I order a
large pepperoni pizza.
And
maybe a cheese stick.
And some cheese sticks too.
We need your phone number though.
712-209.
Make sure you leave that part in. Bleep this out. Everybody call him as much as possible.
Yeah.
How'd you know? Yup. All I do is large.
Anything else for you today?
Nope, that should do her.
Ask if this is Gabriella.
Okay, if you give me about 13 minutes, I should
Is
be
this
ready for you.
Gabriella?
All right.
Is this Gabriella?
Wait, how long you say?
Is this Gabriella?
16?
15 minutes.
15.
Okay.
Clearly.
Sounds good.
Sounds like she has braces. I bet it's
All
Gabriella.
right, bye.
She sounded like
Fuck,
she had
why
braces.
did I do that? Now we only have 10 more minutes. That's definitely not Gabriella, because a bitch that hot is not that enthusiastic about anything. Unless you're fucking taking her to fucking Pound Town, and then she's like, yes, Daddy, yes! You don't like dogs?
Unless she has braces.
You like chiropractors? Let's look at this chiropractor dog.
Never heard of him.
Ihr Blick.
Just blew that dog's fucking mind, dude.
That's good. Yeah.
That might be my favorite video of all time.
That dog was so blown away, dude. Like, oh my god, this is what it's supposed to feel like?
Speaking of dogs, you ever seen a fucking bobcat?
A fucking.
Speaking of dogs, you ever seen a fucking bobcat attack a dog and get fucking fatality by a machete?
Why are you going full January 6th Long Island
Fucking
guy?
look at this.
This cougar fucking tackled this cat. Holy fuck. This guy's beating this cougar.
This guy's beating cougar, eh?
Are you from Canada?
That's a machete, though, that he's literally hacking this cougar.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just wait. See, that's why he's trying not to hit the dog.
Oh my god.
You fucking hacked that.
We just saw murder.
Speaking of hacking, more like Hasbullin, Let's look at this.
That might be
Let's
your
see
worst
what
segue ever.
Hasbulla does when a child pinches his cheek.
Oh, God. Tell me he knocks him out.
He turns full Chucky.
Oh.
Let's watch that again. Someone stops it there when he gets pissed off, though, and screenshots it. He looks full like Leprechaun. You know the movie
Oh, the movie Leprechaun.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's read this
Hey.
real quick.
No.
Hey! No!
You don't like that. Females be driving 90 miles per hour, blasting music, throwing up gang signs just to go to Target.
How accurate?
Pretty accurate. Like when they run over like an entire curb and then go, oopsies.
Whoops.
Oh.
Let's look at Alexa Bliss in the spirit of Halloween.
The following contest is a women's division match scheduled for one fall. From Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
She's special.
Remember when I was talking about like prime Alexa Bliss, like 2016, 2017?
Yeah, dude.
That's what I was talking about. All right.
I would still take Liv Morgan.
No, you're good.
You can say whatever you want to say. More young people are using drugs because life sucks. That's fair.
That's it.
That's.
You know Bryce Mitchell?
You mean, I know a lot of cab drivers in Las Vegas. Bryce Mitchell?
That's the one I'm talking about.
Go on.
Well, apparently he called out Joe Rogan recently. And for this reason, let's take a look.
Let's take a look at it.
Hey, I'm here to call out Joe Rogan for talking crap about me and talking crap about my mama. He's been doing it for too long. Me and my mama will tell you right now this earth is flat. It ain't moving around at no 600-something thousand miles an hour, spinning 1,000 miles an hour, and floating through the universe constantly. Okay, this earth is flat, it's fixed, and the stars and stuff rotate around us. The sun rotates around us. Okay, and I can prove that. I would love to debate you, Joe Rogan, because I'm tired of you making fun of flat earthers. And if you're so confident, come on and debate me, buddy, because I'm tired of this crap you're posting. You want to post a video today about a mathematician that says the universe is local, but it ain't real. What does that even mean? That's a bunch of mumbo-jumbo crap, brother. And the guy is holding a trident in the picture. And y'all think I'm crazy for thinking that this is a religious thing. He's holding a trident, a symbol of the devil. They're trying to feed you these lies to make you think that science is right and that God didn't create this universe, the Big Bang did. Okay, I used to be an atheist because I used to believe that this universe was created by the Big Bang. I used to believe all that crap from Neil deGrasse Tyson. Okay, and I'm just so sick and tired of hearing your crap, Joe, about flat earthers being stupid. Boy, I'll smoke you in a debate. I will smoke you, and there ain't nothing you can do beat me in a debate, brother, because you ain't got no proof. Gravity ain't real, it's density. This paper, when it drops, it's because it's more dense than the air around it, not because of some magical thing called gravity. There is no proof of gravity, brother. There's only proof of density. That's why hot air balloons float, because of hot air being less dense, okay? Not because a hot air balloon is an anti-gravitational device. And I will debate you right to your face, and I'm tired of this crap that you're posting. I'm tired of you making fun of flat earthers, because you got one right here that will bring it to you. And I know you won't accept this challenge. Actually, no, I don't know. But I bet you won't. I bet you'll sissy out. And that crap you're posting, it's leading people away from the Holy Spirit. This universe wasn't created from no Big Bang. I don't care what Neil deGrasse Tyson says. And we didn't land on the moon. And Neil deGrasse Tyson knows we didn't land on the moon. He's lying about it too. Okay? All these people are lying, brother. And all you're doing is leading people away from the Spirit. When you understand that God created this universe, then you'll understand that there's no need for all this Big Bang and this and that, and it's all a bunch of crap. That's why the stars, the Little Dipper and the Big Dipper, are in the same position they've always been in, because the universe ain't constantly expanding.
Honestly, he's got some good points.
Can I just say something, though?
As long as it doesn't, as long as you're not talking shit about the fucking the flat earthers, because I don't want Bryce Mitchell to come and grapple me to the ground.
Well, no, I think he would debate you, but
debate.
I just feel like, and this could just be me, but I feel like I should say it because it's how I feel.
Yep.
But everybody with a southern accent shouldn't pretend to be smart.
Look, just because it got a southern accent, I know you listen to a lot of Neil deGrasse Tyson.
You literally sound dumber.
But,
No
I mean,
offense.
if you want to debate me.
A debate.
I mean, I live out in the country.
Debate.
I live out in the country. And, you know, I happen to see the stars not polluted by smog and all this fog and all this hee-hop, hibbity-hog. And I have seen for a fact that the Little Dipper and the Big Dipper always seem to be in the same area. And that what that means is that the stars and the sun and the moon, they rotate around us. Not we rotate around them. Okay? And just because, you know, the sun and the moon and all the other planets are round, that does not mean that our planet is round. We are the first original unround planet of all time, and I will not take this flatism criticism because it is a bunch of bullhickey, and I will not stand for it. And if you want to debate me, I will debate you to the death.
Yeah. It doesn't work.
I am Matty Daddy Debate Simonson, and I'm here with
Jake. Kanye hates Jews, the Midget Hillspec.
Oh. And this has been Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast.
Easy Podcast.
Episode 53. And we'll catch you fuckers next time. Kanye definitely does not hate the Jews.
As long as
and this earth is flat.
As long as we don't fall off the earth. We'll see you next time.
If the earth was flat,
well,
cats would have pushed everything off it by now. And that's a fact. And if Joe Rogan wants to debate me about that, I'll tell you one thing. I'm sick and tired of you fucking making fun of me and my mama and all the flat earthers. Everything else revolves around us.
And you can prove that?
And I can prove that. But I like pizza more than proving things. So you got to get up and get on getting to the getting.
Get on to getting.
She said 15 minutes. And
About
I
15
also
minutes
need
ago.
some fucking smokes.
About 15 minutes ago.
About 5 minutes ago. Let's roll the tape back. And if Joe Rogan wants to debate me, I would be more than happy to go on the JRE podcast.
Yeah.
And debate Joe Rogan.
D-bait.
Well, I'm sick of Neil deGrasse Tyson spitting all this mumbo jumbo about how the earth is round and gravity
Density.
is real. It's density, not gravity.
You know, you make a lot of good points.
And actually, this last Marina Rodriguez, Amanda Lemos, that was supposed to be
density.
No,
versus
the
gravity.
The main event was supposed to be Bryce Mitchell versus some other guy, but now Bryce Mitchell's going to fight Ilya Taporia. I forget. It might be that December card, but that's going to be an awesome fight.
Isn't there a chance,
I'm
though?
picking Bryce Mitchell in every fucking fight until I see, like, him versus Alexander Volkanovski.
What about him versus
I might
Gravity?
even pick him in then. Well, against Gravity, I'll definitely pick Bryce Mitchell every time because it's not about gravity, it's density. Oh. And, you know, Bryce Mitchell... He's a beast.
He's a beast.
Bryce
man.
Mitchell is a beast, man.
Yeah.
Have you seen Bryce Mitchell's Instagram post, man? He's a beast, man. We'll catch you fuckers next time.
Whoa! Okay, let's move on. And then let me smell your butthole for a little bit.
Yeah, that's God.
Like, so, I mean, she seems like a real tight $2 hooker. There's one Gucci sticking her cooter in your face and shit. Gucci mama.
I do not want to touch his ass.
He's getting canceled a couple of years back, you know, because he said the N-word.
What word?
I mean, it was a little chilly that night, and they weren't dressed for the weather. Well, you want to go for a dance? We're like, what do we look like? We're fucking Democrats or something?
Right? This whole house there?
You're about to jack off on the couch. And we're fucking both exhausted from all the gay sex.
Say you came up to these Berkeley fellas.
That laptop's about as good as a fucking $2 hooker.
$2 hooker. $2 hooker.
Oh.
No, but oh God, you're dripping.
Thanks.